5 months and no update? You'd think we hadn't made any progress, but we certainly have. Life got busy, YouTube got neglected, but we have been making progress on our kitchen utility renovations. So I'm here to catch up with you. I'll be sharing with you the colours that we have chosen, and also we are finally making a start on laying our reclaim parquet flooring. So let's get into it. We are going to be getting things put back after our plastering. So we still need to miscoat in here, which I'm going to be doing today. And I'm also going to be getting the utility painted as well in the actual colours that we're going for in there. So I'm really excited to show you these colours. They are proper bold as well. James is going to be getting the radiators back on because if you haven't watched my previous video, our boiler died. So we're having to replace the boiler. It was just not cost effective for us to get it repaired. It was on the list to replace, just not right now. But yeah, so tomorrow the gas engineer is starting the new boiler work. So we need to get the radiators on so that when the new boiler goes in, he can make sure the system's all balanced and it's all had a good flush through and stuff. Yeah, we need to get that done. Oh, the other thing that I want to do is get the worktop sanded on this side. This side's all done, but this side still needs sanding. And ideally, I want to get a coat of oil on it tonight so we can dry it overnight. First thing we're going to do is get the utility room painted so that can get dried with the first coat, and then I can go in with the second coat. So let's get that done first. Okay, so I am going to be a bit backwards with this painting job because we need to get the radiator back on and I don't want to be taking it back off again to paint behind it. So I'm going to get the wall painted where the radiator is going to be, and then we'll go in and paint the ceiling. So this is the wall colour. So this is a mix up of two colours that I had left over, and it's made a pretty good colour. So we're going to go with this on the wall. I mean, obviously it looks more vivid in the tub, but yeah, it's a good colour. I like it. So I've finished painting the walls in the utility, so I'll just show you what it's looking like. We are now ready to get the radiator back on, and I've only painted the walls where they are actually going to be exposed because all along here we're going to have units and toilet and stuff, and then there's wall cabinets that will go up here as well. And then the ceiling does need to be painted still, which I'm going to probably do in a couple of days once this paint's dried, because then I can tape up and paint the ceiling then. But I'll share with you a bit later on in the video what that colour is going to be. It's going to pop. We are ready to sun the worktops in here and miscoat in here. It's a bit dark in here because we've taken all the downlighters down. So yeah, we're going to crack on with that. I will show you once it's done. I am going to get a coat of paint on the ceiling in here before going to bed. I have already masked up all the walls and put polythene dust sheets over the walls. So let me reveal the colour of the paint going on the ceiling. It's bold. And also I did not colour test this or anything. I literally just picked out the colour off a colour card and just went with it. So I haven't done that for a very, very long time, just going off the colour cards. I am an avid believer in getting test pots before purchasing a tin of paint, but on this occasion I was like, no, we're just going to go with it. So fingers crossed it looks all right. I'll tell you what the colour of the paint is as well. It is Sandy Peppers. Let's open it up and I'll show you. When you open the tin of paint, it's never the true colour that it will dry, but it is definitely bold, this colour. Whoosh. Liking it? Awesome colour. So because it is fresh plaster, I've obviously already miscoated the walls in here. Miscoating is 30% matte emulsion. It can't be vinyl emulsion, got to be non-vinyl, and 70% water, and I sprayed that all on the ceiling in here. Because obviously it is fresh plaster and obviously I've done the miscoat, I am going to mix some water in with this just so it helps with it going on and hopefully prevents any issues later on down the line. Yeah. That's all now mixed up, so let's get some paint on the walls. And The ceiling is painted. Well, one coat is anyway. So hopefully we'll get another coat on tomorrow evening. Now, I don't know, it might need a third coat, so we'll see what it looks like after the second one. But yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We have got a full weekend to get stuff done in the kitchen and utility. So obviously I painted the ceiling the other night, so I still need to paint the ceiling in here. And then let me just show you the colour that we've chosen for the kitchen. It's bold, but I've done one coat already on one of the walls, so let me just show you that. Yeah. So that's only one coat, so it's probably end up being a bit darker once we've got, I think it probably will need another 2 coats. Let's crack on and get this utility room ceiling painted. So that's second coat done. Definitely think I'm going to have to go in for a third coat. But yeah, it's looking good. I've got too much paint left in the paint tray, so I'm going to pop it back in the tub. And then what I'm going to do is a little tip: if you can't be bothered to wash up your roller and paintbrush and you know you're going to be using it within the next few hours, is get some cling film and wrap it in cling film and pop it in the fridge, and it just keeps it moist and stops it from drying out, and then you can use it in a few hours later. We're on to painting another coat of green on this wall, and then after I've done that I'm going to get on and paint the kitchen ceiling, and then it should be okay for me to go back into the utility and get that painted. Okay, so yeah, I've been a bit rubbish at filming. I didn't actually film at all yesterday, but I was just so in the flow of getting things done, and we are making very good progress. So let me just show you where we are at. So we are all green in this part of the kitchen. Over here, the kitchen's pretty much done. We do still need to take the radiators off and paint behind the radiators, but the cabinets are all back up on the wall. I do need to make a decision about tiles. So I did order some tiles ages ago, and I thought, oh, they're the right tiles. Anyway, I got them out of the box. Nah, not feeling them. So I ordered some more tiles, and these are kind of the 2 choices that we narrowed down. I prefer this one, but my husband prefers this one. I'll show you up against the green. I mean, the camera's never going to show it up perfectly, but I feel like this pops a bit more. But then having said that, this does pop quite well up against the green. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below which one you prefer. Just need to paint in the window reveals, because we've decided we're going to gold leaf in the window reveal and around the patio door. And then I'll just show you the utility. I've still got to do another coat on these walls here, but on the camera it's showing up like a very lime green, but it's lush. So we've made a bit of start in here. We've got the wash machine in situ, so we've raised the wash machine up slightly, so it's kind of on a plinth, just because obviously with wash machines they do move quite a lot, and we kind of don't want it to disturb the parquet flooring once it's down. We've got one side panel in, and then we've got a washing machine stacker. This one's got a little drawer in it, which is quite handy. Obviously we haven't got the tumble dryer on here yet. We're just making sure that the washing machine is like fully level, so it's not going to fall off here. Unfortunately, when I took the tape off around here, it's annoyingly peeled some of the paint, so I'm going to have to go around and touch up. So I have got this wall left to paint, which is what I'm going to get on and do this evening, and then also get the coat of paint on the other walls that just need one more coat. But I need to tape up first, and then we can get that painted. So we've done 2 coats on this wall, and all the other walls that just needed one more coat are now done. It is looking good. One more coat tomorrow night, and then all the green is done apart from the radiators. Okay, so it has been a hot minute since I last updated you. I would say it's probably been couple of months, I'd say. Yeah, and we have actually been doing stuff in that time. It's just been quite slow. So let me just show you the state of the utility, because we are going to start getting some flooring down in here, which is very exciting. So we have now got the washing machine and tumble dryer, and they are functioning. And then we've got top cabinet up, these wall cabinets up, and then we've got our drawer units down here. So yeah, we have done actually quite a bit in here. So for the flooring, we are using reclaimed parquet, and we're actually using the 5-finger style parquet. I'll insert a picture of what it looks like, but we're going to be laying it herringbone style. So I have just started laying down the sort of first section that I'm going to glue down. I just need to lay it out first just to make sure it all like kind of fits nice and stuff. So we're laying it out in herringbone style. It's a mix of 2 different types of wood as well. Some of it is oak, and then I think the other might be mahogany, but I am absolutely loving this. It's going to look even more fantastic once it's all sanded and oiled and stuff. I'm just loving the variation that's in the wood already. I think it's going to look awesome. And also, I don't think I've ever come across anyone using this style of parquet and just laying it in a different format. I mean, I might find out later on that there's a reason why, but so far, this small little section that I've laid out already is fitting nicely together and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, I'll just show you in the kitchen. I feel like not a huge amount has changed in here. I think we put a couple of new lights up and stuff, because we did put this one light up here, but we've changed it for these IKEA basket lights, which I am going to stain in like a dark colour, just because I feel like the light wood isn't our vibe in here. Can't remember, did we get this shelf up? Possibly, I don't know. TV. Well, the TV needs to come down because it's way too high. You get neck ache watching that TV. This is definitely new up. We've had this unit for like ages. We bought it from IKEA in our first house, and it's a nice little unit. We'll put all our cookbooks on there, the home pods on there, and then just obviously a few other bits. Yeah, so we're making progress. Obviously at the beginning of the year, when I went through our plans to get this room finished, the plan was to get it finished for Christmas. That is definitely not going to be happening. It is the 15th of November, and I want to start putting Christmas decorations up soon. So yeah, it's not going to be finished, but I think the plan is to try and get as much done in the utility that we can. So that's nearly finished. And then in the new year, we'll actually get the kitchen finally finished with flooring, skirting boards, and done. Let's crack on and get this parquet floor down. I've started laying this out ready for me to glue it down. What I've done is I found the centre of this room, because this is obviously going to be my starting point, and I've drawn a line along here just so I've got my centre. And then I have also got a very long straight edge here, which will help me sort of when I move out to make sure that we are keeping straight. This is the glue that I'm going to be using. I've done a lot of research in terms of glue, because obviously it's reclaimed parquet. Obviously it has bitumen, which we've scraped most of the bitumen off of it, but obviously there is still some bitumen on there. So to avoid obviously any issues later down the line, I've done some research, and there was another one, I can't remember what it was, what brand it was, but it was sort of between those two, and they were a similar sort of price, but this one came in smaller tubs. It's only got like a 6-month shelf life. If I don't use it all, it's less of a waste. Just waiting James to come back with the trowel that I need, and then we can start getting it down. Okay, so if you just watched that time lapse, you were probably thinking, what the hell is this woman doing? She has no idea what she's doing. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I've decided to mark out all the flooring into grids because I just need some markers in terms of like making sure that it lines up nicely, because I don't want it to be going off course and not noticing, and then I get halfway through and I'm like, oh my god, it's so wonky. Yeah, so I've gridded it all out, and then I'm also going to try and work in sections. The glue dries quite quickly and I'm very conscious about it drying out, so let's give this another try and hopefully it won't be so messy this time. Last place I left you was probably about 2 months ago. It was definitely before Christmas. We haven't done a huge amount since then, but we have done a few little bits and pieces and stuff, so I'll just show you where we're at. The parquet floor is down. This is as far as I've got. So I have still got all these ones to lay down. These are all loose. I've cut them ready to lay, but I need to just get them stuck down. What's holding me off on doing it is the fact that the last time I laid in this floor was, yeah, a while ago, and I think the glue probably would have gone off by now, so I need to get on and order some more glue. We did get some shoe storage, just some cheap plastic ones from IKEA, just so we haven't got shoes just strewn all over the floor. We have put the plasterboard on for the back of the toilet, so the system's all boxed in. I think everything else in here is pretty much as it was. I will say the solution for our dirty washing and stuff is working so well. So these two bottom pan drawers here are for all our dirty washing, and then we've basically got these, you know, the supermarket bag for life bags. Each drawer there's two, and then we've got a little label on the drawer edge just to say what goes in where. It works so well. And then also, actually, this is a good little solution for hangers, because we don't think about what we do with our spare hangers. So I've got a tension rod and I've literally just put it across the cabinet there, and then I've got another one further back for the adult coat hangers. These are the kids coat hangers, and yeah, it works super duper. So yeah, really pleased with that. So I'll just take you into the kitchen now and just show you where we're at in here. So yeah, not a huge amount happened in here really, apart from I have made a start on doing a gallery wall here. We did get a new rug, which has been something on my list for a very long time. It has been a little bit slow with progress, but yeah, I think it's just that we've had Christmas and yeah, life's just got busy, as I say. Hopefully this year we are actually going to finish the kitchen. I know that was the plan last year, but yeah, this year we've got to do it. We've got to do it. We've been here 5 years in March, so yeah, we need to pull our fingers out and get it done. But yeah, I will hopefully have an update again for you soon. And if you like this sort of home renovation content, then please do subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.